I try not to be negative, to indulge in negativity. It isn't easy, mostly because it is so easy, to pick somebody or something apart, to find fault. For that reason, I don't watch political debates, because the action there is almost completely negative. People bashing away, trying to pile up points by saying how terrible, wrong, and incompetent their opponent is. Negativity is counterproductive. It accomplishes nothing and has a depressing effect. But there are some things that I don't like or disagree with that just about make me want to scream. And for the sake of my health, relieving a huge amount of inner pressure that has built up and is going to take out an aorta or pop a lung if I don't let it out, I want to say a few words about two staples, two cultural mainstays, two pinnacles of our society: the State of the Union address and the Oscars. They share quite a few things, starting with pomposity, and not the least of which is that I deplore them both with a burning contempt, which has no effect on their claim to significance. I think the State of the Union address, now a revered annual formality, has degenerated into the phoniest and most dishonest event in our society. I think of it as bureaucrats on parade. It plays out like an absurdist drama populated by elegant buffoons, apostate clowns given over to a high seriousness. No one there says what they really mean or acts in concert with their feelings. One year someone did shout out, and it seemed as if a spark of humanity might emerge, but he was immediately labeled a boor and was forced to recant and apologize. The State of the Union is, for me, a wake where people come to remember the dear departed, the democratic ideal. It's a big gathering of people who wish they were powerful, but will settle for acting as if they are. They have a lot of money, and they all think very highly of themselves. I want to emphasize that it's the overwhelming falseness of the event, every last pretentious particle of it, that so irritates me. It has been meticulously designed to impress, therefore to deceive, to make onlookers believe that here are the people who know what they're doing. Here are the ones in charge. The, as a friend of mine calls them, astutes, because they are very astute. They are all dressed exactly the same, wrapped up snugly in their Teflon power suits and ties. These people, while they are neatly assembled in one large room, should be rounded up, taken out, and beaten severely, a savage thrashing that will convince them never to act like that again. That last is just a personal fantasy. I know it will never happen, and worse, it would not do any good. The State of the Union is an horrific display, like an ape bearing its scarlet butt to impress. The last few times I've watched it, the only way I could take it was with the screen on mute, and even then every image sickened me, especially the applause. To think that this is the best we can do, this bristling show of baloney, our finest evidence of self-government, it's too discouraging to face it, and therefore I no longer watch, listen, or check up on reports about the State of the Union address. If you're following me at all, you should be able to see what's coming. The Oscars takes the stupefying phoniness of the State of the Union address, puts it on a rocket sled, and takes it up to about 20 Gs. It's the State of the Union address with rhinestones and cleavage. The Oscars are a repulsive, nauseating, not glimpse, my God, it's one huge picture window after another into the glittering emptiness that is America, or at least Hollywood. The people go by like parade floats at the Rose Bowl. Oscar night is a mighty triumph for vanity. Boy, is that an understatement. Seeing them slobber over each other and so lovingly jerk each other off, handing out awards for the best this and the best that. The award itself looks like a mummy. Everything I said about the politicians goes quadruple here. They are all rich, and they all think that they know better than other people. They think they are better than other people, although they chuckle and demur if anyone asks them that straight out. Oscar night is a thrilling triumph for vulgarity. In a country supposedly devoid of class, these people form an elite, as did the politicians, and they completely buy into the illusion that they are great artists, that they are doing work that really matters. Everyone here, it goes without saying, is talented and wonderful. We are here to name the best of the best. The awards for the best this and the best that follow an agenda. You can spot the winners a mile away because they will follow the Hollywood script. Someone faces overwhelming odds, and they may win or lose, but they never surrender their dignity and honor. Sometimes that narrative will play out for both the actor and the role, sending shivers down all spines. And the gowns and tuxes all clap like mad, approving that message, saying, yes, that's us, that's what we stand for, just like the politicians, making an art and a career out of flagrant deceit. In the end, I don't have to be negative about these things. They are negative themselves at their cores. They are the opposite of what I value. One is completely bankrupt, morally exhausted, and staunchly pretends to be a noble servant. And the other is a bunch of swindlers and scallywags who gleefully flaunt themselves as the finest examples of what we could ever aspire to be. Millions of people eat it up, a big dose of it, every year. Years ago there was a book that was very popular in which the protagonist railed against the phonies and all of the phoniness in the world. The State of the Union address and the Oscars tell me, emphatically, in huge capital letters, bigger than the signature of John Hancock, that the phonies have won.